Hey, it's Regina. Today I want to talk about something that does not get discussed enough. How to amplify the best parts of you as a leader. Not by copying anyone else's playbook, not by trying to fit into some mold, but by doubling down on the very things that make you you. Because here's the thing, people don't follow titles, they follow energy. They follow leaders who are real, who bring their whole selves powerfully, consciously, who bring their whole selves to the table. The first thing I tell my clients, do a deep dive on your unique brilliance. What are the gifts, the talents, the life experiences, the perspectives that only you bring? We also call that sometimes your unique genius, your strengths, right? That unique package that you are and only you are. Most leaders skip this step. They focus on fixing weaknesses instead of amplifying strengths. But your leadership becomes magnetic when you stop trying to be a carbon copy of someone else and you start owning what makes you extraordinary. This is not about ego, it's about clarity. Because when you're clear on your brilliance, you can bring it forward intentionally every single day. And you can see it in your team too. Now, let's talk about something people often misunderstand: vulnerability. So many leaders still think vulnerability equals weakness. They couldn't be further from the truth. They could not be more wrong. You know what? Vulnerability, used consciously, is boldness in action. Because here's the truth, people don't trust leaders who pretend they never make mistakes. They know it's fake, right? We trust leaders who are human, who dare to say, yeah, I stumbled, and here's what I learned. We're emotional beings. So why do we act like we're supposed to leave our emotions at the door? No. What makes sense is learning how to use them wisely. For me, vulnerability also means taking time in private to process all those stuck emotions: fear, sadness, anger, that we build up inside of ourselves if we don't pay attention to them. They build up over time. As leaders, we cannot just shove them down forever. I use a powerful method with my clients to help transmute that emotional energy so it doesn't spill over at work or block you and your success. That's conscious leadership. That is top level leadership. Now, let's talk about leading with power and compassion. Empathy can be helpful if used wisely. But if you feel everyone's feelings at work all day, then you'll drown in them. That doesn't serve anyone. What you really want is compassion. Compassion means you care. It means you connect with other humans, your team. But at the same time, you stay grounded. I need to do the same with my coaching clients, by the way. And that's when you lead from your center, not from other people's suffering or from their chaos. Very important distinction. At the end of the day, leadership is about human connection. Lead from your heart. Dare to be you, not the polished version you think people want. They don't. They want the real you. Because when you bring authenticity into the room, you give your team permission to do the same. And that changes everything. That changes the entire team dynamics. So focus on amplifying the best parts of you. Lead with brilliance, with intention, and with conscious vulnerability, with compassion, and from your heart. That's how you create teams and lives that thrive, including your own. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe, because next time we'll go deeper on how to use vulnerability as your leadership superpower. See you then.